Dad's gonna watch me. All right.
Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about how to catch crappie at the lake on the docks from start to finish. Alright, so, well, I've been a fisherman for a long time. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been fishing all the way up until now. I mean, I know the ins and outs of it. I mean, really, I love fishing. So, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to catching crappie at the lake. So I want to talk about two main points: catching the fish and what gear to use, and then cleaning and preparation. So first, I really want to talk about what kind of gear you're going to need and how to actually catch the fish. So it's best to have a lightweight rod. So not too stiff. You definitely just want like a simple thin rod with a small reel. You don't need nothing real big, especially when you're fishing for crappie. I mean, they're typically a smaller fish compared to like largemouth bass and anything else like that. So you're gonna be using about. You also want to use about 4 to 6 pound line. So if you go any higher than that, you're casting lightweight lures. So if you use heavy line, then the lure's not going to go as far as you need, or whatever you're doing. If you're dropping it straight down, it's a pain because that line's so thick and the lure's so light. So you're going to definitely want to stick between 4 and 6. I personally use 6. Also, I want to talk about the lure type. There is the first type you want to use is the best type, I think, on dog fishing is a jig, which I'll show a picture now. Hopefully there's a picture in front of me, and I want to explain that all it is a jig hook and some type of soft plastic jig with a crappie nibble on there. If I can't find a picture with a crappie nibble on there, I'll show a crappie nibble right now. So catching the fish. First, you want to be able to find the fish on the docks, and typically you're going to want to look around on the dock to see if you can't find any brush piles hanging off the dock. Typically, you'll just see a rope, and it'll just go down the water, and you just kind of tell if it's got some weight on it. You can pull on it a little bit, and you can normally tell if there's a brush pile there. A lot of people just sink cedar trees or any kind of brush down underneath the docks, about 8 feet down. I mean, that's the farthest I've seen, and those act as like shelter for the crappie, and crappie love that. Towards the late spring, summer, all summer long, you really find them on the docks in those crappie brush piles. And so once you found them, all you gotta do is take the lure you have and drop it down. And I also forgot another type of lure you can use besides like a jig is you'll have a lot of luck using minnows too. Minnows, just a minnow and a plain hook with a sinker on there. Drop it down right where that brush pile is, right above it, and they'll definitely smack that minnow. So now I want to move on to how to catch the fish. So really, how to actually catch it. So all you do is when you find that brush pile, you just drop the lure down right where you think that pile is, and all you gotta do is just slowly reel. And if you feel a thump, just set the hook, and there you go. That's literally all there is to it. Once you find one, normally there's a bunch. The crappie is a schooling fish, so it's pretty easy to catch a bunch once you find where they're at. So my next main point I want to talk about is cleaning. This is like the toughest part when it comes to beginner fishermen cleaning the fish, but it gets easier, I promise, with practice. Let's see. You're gonna need a knife and a bowl. Those are really the two things you need. You're just gonna need a fillet knife and something to put your fish in. And then I personally use an electric knife because when you find one crappie, you're generally going to catch a lot, and electric knives help get through the crappie faster. It's a pretty efficient way, I think. So according to the book Freshwater Fishing, Crappie, Bass, Catfish, Trout, and More by Tom Carpenter, filleting your fish means to remove the skin and cut off the fish's meat. So that's pretty simplified. I'll show a picture now, kind of demonstrating how to fillet the fish. It's pretty simple, but it's hard if you haven't practiced. You just go right behind the one of the side fins there, and then you just cut down to the spine and go all the way down to the very base of the tail, flip it over, and then you just cut the meat off the skin, because you just go underneath the meat. And it's hard to explain, but if you saw it, how to do it, you would understand. So also preparation, I want to talk about. It's best to soak in some salt water for a couple hours or so before cooking, and then you want to cover the fish in egg, and then some fish fry batter, whatever kind. I use Louisiana, spicy, extra crispy. All that stuff's real great. Crappie is just one of my favorite meals, honestly. And then third, just fried is for sure the best. I've never seen anybody else not fry. And good sides to go with it would be like macaroni and cheese, vegetables, or fries. Fries are typically what a lot of people use. So, in conclusion, fishing for crappie on docks from start to finish is easy for anyone. Knowing how to catch, clean, prepare, and what type of gear to use makes it that much easier. So, fishing is my all-time favorite thing to do, and I recommend crappie fishing to anyone. Yeah, I mean, I just love crappie fishing, and I think I actually have a passion just for fishing in general, and so I actually enjoyed kind of doing this presentation, quite honestly. So, yeah, thank you.